How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to, I want to say to another Battlefield video, but this game doesn't feel like Battlefield anymore, so I don't know what this game is, but it's supposed to be Battlefield. So the latest update has gone live, and oh boy, there's some issues. Not only are there some issues, there's some just straight up disconnect yet again between DICE and the player base, which we'll get into here in a minute. But the first thing I want to go over are the issues. The first issue is in regards to just playing the game. I've yet to even get into any matches yet to play this update, to like test any of the gameplay, because the servers are yet again broken. You know, with the already dwindling player base on Steam has already dropped 70%, and I've noticed that it's getting harder and harder for me to find matches on Xbox. I play on the Series X. The only way I've found to play matches is, one, I have to turn crossplay on and get massacred by PC players, or I installed the Xbox One version so I can play with Xbox One and PS4 people on like smaller maps and like worse quality. That's the only two ways that I can find matches. But the servers are messed up. They said, we're aware that many of you are receiving an error message while attempting to load into a server and then being returned to the main menu. Unable to load persistent data is a connection issue on our side. We're on it. For now, you can hit retry and attempt to join a server. But then they posted an update. They said that we're still investigating the 1004G unable to load persistent data connection errors reported since update 3 went live this morning. If you encounter this error, try reconnecting to a match to continue playing. So the only way that you could fix this is to basically just keep retrying. They expect you to just sit there and continuously just search for a match over and over and over and just hope that you get into a lobby, which, like I said, I haven't been able to. It's already hard for me to find matches on the Xbox, and I've just been sitting here basically all morning, match after match after match, trying to play and test this new update to see what all changes they've made, and I've yet to even get to play it. So that's the first issue, is that you can't physically play the game. And then the second issue is that if you're playing on PC and if you're somehow able to get into a match, you might notice that you can't move your mouse, which is a pretty big problem. They said, we've noticed some players on PC aren't able to use the horizontal mouse input after update 3 went live. Restore the default settings by removing the proof save files in the documents Battlefield 2042 settings to keep playing. Be aware this resets all your in-game settings. So if you're playing on PC, the only way that you can physically play the game, you have to, one, get lucky and find a server, and then two, you have to completely reset your entire game settings just to be able to get to move your mouse and control your character. So if you play on PC, that is a pretty big bug going on in this latest update, so good luck with that. But that's not all. That's actually not where most of the drama is coming from. The drama and backlash is actually coming from the new cosmetics that they added. Now, we all knew this was coming. We could see it from a mile away. As soon as they introduced specialists, we all knew that they were going to make skins for specialists. And with today's update, we got our first glimpse of some of the new skins that are coming to Battlefield 2042. And players aren't very happy, and I myself am pretty fed up with this as well. I mean, this just goes to show how much of a disconnect there is between EA and DICE and their actual players that buy Battlefield. So, going over the skins, like we have this one for a shotgun. You know, it's not too bad. It's just a shotgun with some attachments and stuff. It's looks like it's got some rope on it, and you know, it's not a bad skin. I've definitely seen worse. Then we have this helicopter skin, the Grin Reaper, which I think this is personally pretty ugly. I don't like this skin. I mean, it's not horrible. It's got some green and some tan camouflage, and it's got that big grin on it. It's pretty ugly in my opinion. Then we have this skin for the PP29. Now this skin, you know, this is fine. It's got some silver and gray. I mean, it's kind of plain, but it's not ugly. Like, this is a decent skin. Like, this is something that I would put on my weapon if I had it unlocked. So, you know, this one's not too bad. But then we start to dabble into the controversy. So, first up, we have this tank skin, which is like a sleigh kind of skin. They're going for the whole Christmas theme. So it's got red and white camo, and it's got reindeer on the side of the tank called Big Nick. And if that wasn't enough, if you want even more of a sleigh, then you can get this skin for the helicopter. And this pretty much makes it look like a Santa sleigh. You know, we got some lights and stuff down on the bottom. It's got some green and some red, and, you know, it looks all Christmassy. And then to take it a step further, you can even play as Santa Claus. We have the Father Winter skin for Boris, where, you know, he's decked out in his whole Santa Claus outfit and whatever. And then after that, we have a new skin for McKay, where it's called the Great Outdoors, and he basically just looks like a cowboy. And boy, oh boy, is the community upset. If you go over to the Battlefield 2042 subreddit, it is just nothing but people dunking all over this. People are not happy, and for good reason. Like, hardcore dedicated Battlefield fans don't want to see this in Battlefield. Like, it's fine in Fortnite, it makes sense in Fortnite. If you want to have all the goofy skins in Fortnite, you know, it makes sense for that kind of game. Even in Apex Legends, like, some of the goofy skins, you know, they're over the top and they're goofy, but it fits that atmosphere. When people play Battlefield, they want to be in a battle. They want to have that realism. They want to feel that atmosphere of a battle. That's the appeal of the game, of Battlefield. You want to feel like you're on a battlefield. And if you see a bunch of Santa Clauses running around in the middle of your battle, that completely breaks the immersion for a lot of players. Now, I know some people are going to be like, oh, cool, I get to play as Santa Claus, I like the goofy skins. That's fine. You're allowed to like that. Just know that the majority of fans and the majority of the hardcore, like, long-term Battlefield player base, they don't want this. It makes absolutely no sense as to why they would add this. And what makes it even better is we have this tweet from Tom. Now, if you don't know who Tom is, he is a well-known leaker. He leaked stuff from Battlefield 2042 way before it ever got announced, and he has inside sources and stuff. He tweeted, "Fun fact, these skins were in the March 2021 QA feedback sessions in which everyone voted them down. Good to know those sessions were pointless because obviously they added these skins anyway." So they got feedback from people back in March saying, don't add these skins. And they added them anyway. Like, why even take feedback from people if they're going to just ignore the feedback? A lot of the complaints that this game's been getting since the beta is that people don't like the specialists. The specialists take them out of the immersion. When you have that end screen and they have their little quips and they say their little voice lines, it just feels so goofy when you're slaughtering people and you're in the middle of a battle and there's tons of death and destruction, and then they make a joke at the end screen. Like, hey, I just killed 20 people, but I'm gonna crack a joke now. It breaks the immersion. And now you have these specialists that people already don't like, and now you're dressing them up in these goofy ass costumes? Santa Claus? Like, really? Santa Claus? Like, this is so stupid. And it's not even like it's a limited time event. It's like, once you unlock this, you can wear it whenever. So if somebody wants to dress up as Santa Claus or have a sleigh tank or a sleigh helicopter in the middle of May or June, they can do that, because once you unlock the skin, you can have it forever. So all these goofy skins that everyone was afraid of that they were going to add, because Call of Duty had goofy skins and that made them some money. So what's EA and Battlefield going to do? They want to be like Call of Duty, so they see that Apex is making some money. So why not bring that over to Battlefield? Screw the original player base. Screw the hardcore long-term Battlefield fans. We're going to give you Santa Claus. There might be a couple thousand some people out there that want goofy skins, so we're going to do it. And this is the test. This is where they're testing the waters to see what they can get away with. If they can get away with Santa Claus, who knows what else they're going to get away with? Probably something neon, because why not? Probably some lightning or some fire or something that has absolutely no place on the battlefield whatsoever. You know, what people wanted was to feel like a soldier. They wanted to dress their character up like a badass soldier. They want camo, they want helmets, they want night vision goggles, they want ghillie suits, they want something to make them feel like they're a soldier on the battlefield. And what we get is Santa Claus. So now you're just gonna see a bunch of Santa Clauses running around on these big open maps, and I don't know. So the community isn't happy, the player base is dwindling, the update broke a lot of things, and to me, it just doesn't feel like Battlefield. They're just more and more disconnected, and this just goes to show me that they're not listening to a lot of player feedback, or they just don't care. Like, whoever is in charge, I don't know if it's an executive at EA, I don't know if it's the top dog at DICE, whoever it is, I want them to stay as far away from any video game that I ever play, ever, for the rest of my life. Because they obviously don't play their games. They don't. They're so disconnected from their player base. It's disappointing. It really is. So I think I'm going to be transitioning to another game soon. I think I might cover some Halo on the channel. I'm just tired of covering games that disappoint me, and I'm tired of just living off of hope. Like, I hope the next update will get better. I hope that they add changes. I hope that they listen to feedback. I'm tired of spending money on games and then just hoping that they get better. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section down below. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. Follow me on Twitch at SwannyPlaysGamesLive. And I guess I will talk to you guys in the next video.